Hello.
Is it?
This is Cardinal Film Fights, and I'm your host, Justin Branson. Welcome. If you're wondering why I'm dressed like a middle schooler headed to a dance, it's because it's Valentine's Day, guys. Everybody's so excited for Valentine's Day. Love. Consumerism. Anyway, so I have some people here with me today to argue about movies. If you guys would like to introduce yourselves, name, major, and one thing that you love. You can go this way.
Hello. My name is Skylar Wilson. My major is telecommunications, digital video productions, and the one thing I love is movies, obviously.
Low blow. Okay.
I'm Emily, and I am a telecommunication and news major. And if I don't say this, she'll probably kill me. I love my girlfriend.
Oh.
You know, you gotta do it for Valentine's Day. My name is Demi Hardrick. I am a TCOM major, digital video production, and I love, I'll just say my dog. And then, yeah, we'll just say that, Bo, my little dog Bo.
And I'm the host, Justin. You probably caught that already, but I love pistachios. If you're new to this program we have here, we're going to do 1 minute introduction of your arguments, 5-minute discussion, more like argument, and then 30 seconds to wrap it up and convince me why you're right, or to give me more evidence of why you're wrong. The question for today, the best romance, or dare I say, best bromance. So, let's do it the opposite way, coming here.
Perfect. All right. So I will be talking about Bad Boys, and specifically Mike and Marcus. Okay, so let's talk about this dynamic duo, right? The perfect detective team, on at it, high-speed chases, all the good stuff in Miami, Florida. It is perfect. They know how to bicker. They know how to work the scene, work the teams. They take charge, and they always can be counted on, no matter how much damage they cause to the city itself, which is a lot. But they know how to get the job done. They know how to get the drugs back. They know how to do it. They know how to do what they got to do. And that's why I think they're the best bromance, to be honest.
Bickering and drugs, always a good case.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on.
I chose to do the Blues Brothers from the movie Blues Brothers. Elwood and Jake are just the tightest of brothers, and you get to see how they react to everything. They're super suave, super cool. They're on a mission from God to save the orphanage, and they're just two of the most charismatic guys you could see. They're amazing singers, obviously, and they work together so well. I would also like to say that they have this sort of calm coolness to them that just radiates from them. And whether it be taking on a psycho ex-girlfriend or Illinois Nazis, they know what to do to get through everything.
All right, so I decided to go over the classic here because I love classic stuff here. I went with Sherlock Holmes and John Watson. Now, you honestly can't go wrong with the classic here because these are the duo here. I mean, I'm pretty sure somewhere on Tumblr there's a fan art of these two. I'm just going to stop right there. But the point is, though, Guy Ritchie here, man, more particularly Guy Ritchie's film of Sherlock Holmes really captures the bromance between the two. They bicker, and they argue, and freaking Sherlock Holmes actually almost ruins Watson's marriage because he's afraid to lose his bro, Watson. I mean, honestly, that's like, if that's not bromance enough, I don't know what is.
Yes, ending marriages is quite the bromantic thing to do.
Yeah.
Moving on to the 5-minute forum. This is where things get nasty. I wish you luck.
All right. Well, that's the first time me doing that. Oh, I'm actually happy about this. All right. So, bromance here. Okay. Do you guys have brothers, right? I just want to make sure you guys got brothers.
Nope, only child.
I have an older brother.
All right. So you probably perhaps more relate to the most here, but I have brothers here, and we get like arguments a lot, but guess what? We still love each other. We give each other shit all the time, and like again, with going back to Sherlock Holmes and Watson, I relate that to it so much because at the end of the day, we love each other, but at the end of the day as well, we also give each other so much shit here. And the same thing with what we have Sherlock Holmes and John Watson. They just bigger between one another, but they still work together as well. Just like me and my brothers here, we always work together. despite the fact that we want, I try to throw it time to time.
Right, of course.
All right, so I said I was an only child before, but I grew up with an uncle and father who were like super tight. And whenever I go back to watch the Blues Brothers, I always think of my dad and uncle because they had the shades, they had the fedora. They were the Blues Brothers to me. And that was kind of the relationship. That's always how I saw their relationship. And whenever you see two brothers like them be as close as they are, just go through life always having each other's backs, always being there for each other. Elwood literally waits outside the jail for Jake to get out, just waiting there for him.
Now, did he try to stop a marriage because he was afraid to lose his bro?
No, but he Jake stopped his girlfriend, who was going psychopathic with an AK, from shooting both of them by kissing her and then going, all right, let's go, bro.
Okay, not gonna lie, that's actually pretty bro. But at the end of the day, though, freaking Sherlock Holmes of all people, the mastermind is like too afraid, like insecure about himself because he's afraid that he's gonna lose his bro. Do something that is something like that should be grateful about, marriage. But he was like, no, Watson, we're bros here. We got a bromance going. We got chemistry here. Are you cheating on me? Said Holmes. And then he didn't say that, by the way, folks. I'm pretty sure there's a fanfic somewhere about that.
Right. I will say I do have a brother, and I mean, obviously, we got on each other's nerves a lot. And did he want to kill me sometimes? Yeah. Did I want to kill him sometimes? Of course. But I will say it did, for my perspective with Bad Boys, because it's Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, and of course the most, like, not the most funniest of people out there, but like two very comedic, very charming people just going back at it. Just like, I mean, I'm not saying like I'm charming or whatever, but I will say, like, it reminded me of me and my brother just bickering back and forth. And then at some times when we wanted something from my mom or just around the family, we would kind of do like their little show, like how they would do it, and just like reenact like some of their stuff and be like, I will say we did like do some little cop things. We would just act like we were them sometimes. But guess who would always, you know, be the one getting hurt? Me. So, and basically, AKA, I was Martin Lawrence in that scenario. So I will say, you know, being like having a big brother, having stuff like that, it's pretty interesting, pretty cool.
But yeah. Like with Sherlock Holmes and Watson here. Again, this is like personal experience of me and having my brothers here. Particularly with Guy Ritchie films, and more specific, the first film when Watson mistakens, I forgot the bad guy's name, that he was dead. Sherlock Holmes instantly gives him shit about it. And that's something that my brothers will do all the time here. Because like, I'm an art guy here, and I'm a movie guy as well. If I didn't know something from a movie, like didn't know any movie references, they'll give me so much shit about it. And that's exactly what was shown in Sherlock Holmes. Is like when one of them screws up something in their field, it's like bam, on it. I'm gonna roast you. I'm gonna make you feel bad, but I'm still loving you, bro, because you're my bro. And I'll totally ruin a marriage here for you because I didn't want to lose you.
To add on to that, it was a scene in the movie. It was Martin Lawrence, Marcus, and then Mike, Will Smith. They were in a gas station area, and the guy pulled a gun on them, and like they were bickering back and forth, like pretending not to see the guy that had a gun on him. But then the guy was like freaking out about them not freaking out, and they just pull out their guns, and he was, I don't know if I can curse on here, but I'm not going to. But he just said some explicit things, and then he was just like, and give me a pack of Skittles. And I just felt like that was just something that my brother would have said, like if we were in the back of the car, in my mom's car, he would just be yelling at me, and then that would happen.
And that is time. Vaughn, can we check the world record for amount of times bro has been said in 5 minutes?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, it looks like we said it tonight. We've got a representative from
fantastic.
Guinness right here.
We're going to get Guinness down here in a second. No. So that's the end of the forum. Altogether, guys, you are too nice to each other, and we need to change that. 30-second conclusions, and start with Skylar, work our way over.
Okay, look, listen. Bromance is bromance, and Sherlock Holmes is like the definition of bromance. But to even go further with it, I'm not saying you guys should do it at home, but go to Tumblr and just search fan art
Why?
of John Watson and Sherlock Holmes. And if you do see it, and that's basically bromance. It's beyond that. It's romance, because romance and bromance rhyme together. So there you go.
We're arguing romance, not bromance, bro. We don't need to go see that, all right?
Bromance rhymes with romance.
Just to clarify, we're not talking about most adult content on the internet. We're talking about best on-screen bromance.
Please.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't fact check that though. Don't fact check it.
Do not. So the Blues Brothers, again, they're actual brothers, so they can actually qualify the bromance thing. And they do have each other's backs, and they do bicker. Like, we can see great scenes of them ramping off a cliff while just kind of joking with each other about where their car went. They're just so much fun to be around, and I think they are the true essence of a bromance.
Well, I feel like I can't say bromance because so many people have already said bro, but I already said it 2 times now. Put up 3. So for me, I mean, you can't go wrong with these 2 people. You can't go wrong with having these 2 people in a film, and that's why they're making a 3rd Bad Boys. Which, I mean, I don't know if I have high expectations for that, but I will say I will be seeing it in theaters, and I think a lot of y'all should too. So, not promoting, but whatever.
This is the part where I put all of this information into my brain computer and decide which of you is wrong, which of you is right, and which of you I just kind of throw in the middle. All right. Do we have any facts to check, Vaughn?
Oh no.
One thing real quick. Yeah, Skylar, you're right. It's pretty easy to find
God,
some.
why?
John Watson is
Oh.
Sherlock Holmes fanfic
Oh.
on Tumblr.
You know, you could just ask, like, someone who knew about it. You didn't have to go look for it yourself,
I
man.
was joking.
Well,
I had to verify.
Now you gotta delete that history now.
Yeah.
okay.
I'm so sorry now. If I lose, I'm okay with it. That's
Okay,
dirty.
well, I'm glad you said that because in 3rd place,
Oh my God, wow.
we have Skylar. You made a lot of points about not safe for work content, and you know that you wasted some valuable time arguing, talking about pornography. You had the same kind of point that everyone has about love and bickering, and about breaking up marriages, but your bro count was near 100, and at one point you just said bromance equals bromance, and that just didn't work for me.
Well, 1 equals 1. You can't. Can you deny that?
Moving right along.
Can verify that.
You broke the bro meter, okay?
1 does equal 1. Moving on. In 2nd place, we have Demi. I really wasn't expecting all the family references, but playing into that, you kind of do get the emotions. You know, when I think bromance, I think like you and your buddies, but I see the parallels that we're getting at here, and something that you and both the Blues Brothers shared was like the willing to die in the actual on-screen chemistry, whereas in Sherlock, it's more of a bickering old couple instead of a bromance. And for that reason, you are 2nd. And in 1st, we have Emily with the Blues Brothers, the iconic duo, as you said at one point tonight. And your argument reflected that. When you brought up the kissing the crazy ex to get him off of his back, you know, some stuff like that, you know, just the pure bromance of it, bro. There's give and take like any relationship, like any romantic relationship or bromantic relationship, using that one again. That's why you're going to be number 1. And audience, this has been Cardinal Film Fights. Feel free to like, dislike, do whatever you want to do. It's the internet. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Comment what you think we should argue next, or who you think should have won, because I'm not perfect. You know me. Thanks for coming. It's been great. Follow us on our social medias at Card Film Fights. Catch you later.